Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a brand new video. Today, I wanted to celebrate the 8-year anniversary of the YouTube channel. Now, I didn't know how to tackle this. You know me, I don't really plan ahead for these kind of things. It's been so busy recently that I didn't really know how to actually celebrate. But I figured there's no better way than to kick back with some music. I do have a non-copyright playlist, which will be available in the description below, for credits to all the different songs we do play. And here we have a visualizer, which is the wallpaper engine, like Osu visualizer, if you were looking for that. And what I wanted to do today, just kind of wanted to look back at the past. I wanted to take a step back and look at some of my earlier videos, and talk about how things have changed within the last year or so. Talk about what's new, what's happened. I also wanted to discuss just how much has changed since I started YouTube in the first place. Because things, I have this like Word doc here that I wanted to talk about because it's so weird to me. I started YouTube very, very young. Not actively, obviously. I didn't do it as like a job. I didn't keep on pushing with it. I started YouTube when I was 12 in May. I think it was May 13th of 2011, which is, it feels like so long ago at this point. That is 8 years of development and changes that I went through, and I am clearly different as a person. Hell, if I open up the thing right now, that is definitely not the person I currently am, and it's in 4x3. So, you know, we'll be looking at that a little bit later as well, but there's 8 years. 2,920 days in total. That's weird to think about. I guess we're gonna hit day 3,000 soon. Oh boy. Oh, that's some. Why does time pass? I've played all 3 Persona games that I've touched within my lifetime, aside from Persona Q, but I didn't actually finish that, so it doesn't count. I played P3 FES, I played Persona 4 Golden, Persona 4 Regular, and P5. And those were all fantastic and shaped how I viewed, I don't know, it changed how I viewed the world almost, and changed how my friendships developed after that. So it's interesting to look at. It's this development, this 8-year span of time has been most of how I've changed for the most part. Every relationship I've ever been in was on YouTube technically. You don't see most of it, but it was there. 300 plus shows, because I went through this phase in fucking 2016, I guess a little bit earlier as well, where I just watched every single show that came out every single season, to the point where I was just exhaustively going like, I need to just click the next episode of Himoto, just keep on going, inject it into your veins, because that's the only way you're gonna get through this shit. Bad habit, don't do that. But that was part of the YouTube stuff. That was part of these years I've spent here. I'm also gonna turn this down a bit for me. And it's weird. I've played 4 Tales of games on the channel, in Tales of Berseria, Tales of Zestiria, Tales of the Abyss, and Tales of Symphonia. I didn't finish Abyss or Symphonia on recording, got most of the way through Abyss, and, you know, did like 15 hours of Symphonia on YouTube. Beat all of those in that time, and those are also RPGs that kind of shaped how I look at game design, I think. I think Tales made me very skeptical about the idea of what a good game design is, because there is things that I was very critical of in terms of developments, and it helped me give a better perspective as to how I thought about games. And that's all here. That's all within this time. 20 plus LPs. My first LP I ever finished on this channel was Pokemon Emerald. Way back in the day. I remember I recorded it. I was super proud of it. I had never recorded for above like maybe an hour. I recorded 6 hours in one day of Pokemon Emerald, and I got from the first gym all the way to the 6th. Super proud of it. And then I recorded the rest the next day. I put it up in 10-minute chunks for 2 months, and it was 60 parts to try and get through. And no, that is not how you do that. But I remember just feeling so proud as I saw it go up every single day, and just watching that shit and the view count going up, like 23 views. Holy shit, I'm so popular. That's cute. That's old me like freaking out about the weirdest stuff, honestly. I had the same feeling with like Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D's Dual Transer though. Like I finished that within the first week or so. That went up for 3 months straight at one point during the channel. I feel as if that was a waste of the potential of what that could have been, but it's how it happened. And it's so interesting to me to look back at those times, remember like how excited I was to see the next episode go up and the next comment to come in from it, and how things have changed since then. Because it wasn't until I started playing like the mobile games on the channel and started actually kind of interacting with the community and stuff that it became that like I had growth here. I think what it was is I was afraid of growth, I think, back in the day. And I was kind of happy just having people that commented by themselves and were just kind of there to support things. And I wasn't too concerned with growing because I was so afraid of outside communities. I think that's still the case now. It's one of those things I've tried to work on. But all in all, I get a lot of stress in the idea that a community becomes uncontrollable at 100K subscribers. And at that point, you have to try to seriously kind of work on how you interact with the fan base. So I like staying at this point we're at right now, where I can talk to everybody, I can interact as I can, do the work on the side and do it all like that. But I do think it's something that I want to work on. And I think that's going to be a large part of this year, trying to find out how I can connect to videos and how I can process the idea of growth happening and not getting stressed about it. I remember in 2018, I hit 2,000 subscribers for January 1st, and that killed me for some reason. Like, I remember feeling so sick to my stomach about the idea that I hit that big number. So I thought of it as like, oh god, now 2,000 people are going to be watching me and having to like be a part of this. And that's shitty. But it's weird to think about how that's how I process those things. And it's something I'm going to work on through the process of this year. I think it's interesting how that ends up working. A whole lot of mobile games. We've played a fucking surplus of different things on this channel. I've went through stuff like, so we started out with BBS as one of the first it was Digimon Duel or Digimon Links. The Japanese version of it was one of the first videos I posted inside mobile games on this channel. I did Unchained Key for a while, then I backed off. Came back for the 2nd anniversary of BBS, and then went to Blazing, went to Treasure Cruise, went to Captain Tsubasa, went to just different things. Dark War started up in the beginning of January of 2018, and that kind of just kicked off and continued to grow all throughout and change in the ways that it needed to. It's interesting to kind of have that path along things. And even this year, I think that my general sense of what I find to be entertaining and funny has changed by a lot. Like poop jokes are no longer like my top tier of comedy. I don't like rely on angst a lot. I don't make a lot of like weird sexual jokes like I used to. And that's just kind of part of how I've been processing things. That's how this year has been. It's been a lot of changing how I look at things. Because after last year, in the early parts of it, when I had these issues and these difficulties I was having, I didn't understand what I wanted out of things. And now that I've kind of, in the last year, I've started fucking doing so many things for myself that are so weird and interesting. Like, before this year, I had never meditated before. Never interested in it, never wanted to. I found it to be pretentious and dumb. But now, every morning, I have 20 minutes of meditation, no matter what. And that's just part of my daily routine. And that swap, even, that idea that I decided that was something that I wanted to do is huge. And I've become more mindful. I've done a lot of different things. I've begun to do like different mental health programs, and I've done a lot of advocacy as of this year. I remember I was enrolled inside my courses for the early parts of 2018 for the transitions program, and met some shitty people inside there. And I imagine by the time the 7th anniversary of the channel came around, I was probably out of the program by then. I was probably already at home just kind of doing my own stuff until I was in a job. But yeah, like now I've done my first semester inside the program. And that's just complete. And I did a great job inside it. And I'm genuinely happy about it. And things have been solid. I think that a lot of this year has been a transition between relying on others for what I want to pursue versus looking inward toward what I want to do. And it's created a lot of issues in terms of me trying to balance my life in this self-discovery thing. But genuinely, it's made me so much happier. And I imagine even if you go back to 7-year anniversary thing, the Q&A thing, I feel like I look happier as a person. And that doesn't mean that I wasn't having a great time last year and enjoying everything. But it wasn't the same kind of feeling. And I'm very happy about how the fact that it changed in general. And yeah, you know, this year has been full of a bunch of mistakes as well. That's just how things end up going. And I'm still happy where we ended up. So I think it works out. So what we'll be doing now is, now that we've had our kind of recap through the year, I wanted to jump backwards. I am going to stop our music for now because we have a little bit of a video time for ourselves. I'm going to make myself smaller here. So I've put together a small VLC playlist of several videos I created when I was younger. They're not great, but these are some of the first videos I ever posted on YouTube. And genuinely, you'll see... it's pain. We'll go through a couple of these. I'm just going to click through them in general, and we'll see how things go. The first one is called the PSN Rant Convention Update. So I remember this, actually. So this was put up right as SOCOM 4 came out and the PS Move dropped. I got a PS3 for the Christmas of that year, and I had been very excited about it. However, apparently the PSN had gotten hacked, and I was very intent on trying to play my SOCOMs. So the fact that I bought the game, I was very angry about it, because I was like, I want to use my PS Move to shoot the baddies. So this is child me ranting about the fact that PSN is down.
Sci-fi gaming.
Oh, I also talk about Fan Expo Canada, which is a convention here in Toronto, which is actually coming up inside the tail end of August this year. This is my second time going, I think.
Conventions like the Fan Expo.
Oh, it kills me.
Sci-fi gaming, anime.
I finger cracked.
Comics.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm going to that.
You know the worst part? You can see right above my head, there's the Ichigo sword, and right beside it is the CD rack that has a bunch of just different weird CDs. There's the entire Shrek soundtrack. It was just a hell of a time, and that's just what this was.
If you went down north, I mean, you're not.
Is that a bra on the table? No, wait. I can't tell. Is that a bra? I mean, probably not, right? It couldn't be. It looks pretty bra-y, though. It has 2 cups and it has a strap. Oh, no. Did I record my first video with a bra on the table? Oh, no. Oh.
Still debating. It's a little bit far away.
We just won't acknowledge that. That's okay.
It's a really debatable thing.
And it's just me going through
July.
And getting very upset.
Yeah, them just being away for that long, they're so begging for people to come back to their service instead of going to Xbox. They are going after giving 2 free games, a free month of
gave Wipeout HD. It's free.
Idea. And if you already have it, an extra month of
you can see me pulling my fingers because I'm so anxious and trying to crack and not
subscribe before that because I was hoping to get it. I
left the TV on.
Uploading if you have any suggestions of what games I should play for the PS3, go to comments below. Just type in your suggestions.
Hey guys, if you have any suggestions for what I should play on the PS3, leave some comments below. We can hit up those sweet ass games like Wet. And what was another PS3 title? Infamous, which we actually are gonna check out. I guess we should probably just go, right? This is the end of the video. So Oh, wait, we gotta listen to my outro. The outro was fucking great. Wait.
And stuff. Yeah. So, bye.
It wasn't much better. I remember one of my inspirations back at this time was like SSOH PKC, which was Seamus on YouTube, and he was notorious for the fact that he had no intro or outro. I was very intent on trying to recreate that, aside from the first videos inside series. But here's my showcase of me playing Portal. Now, what this is I had a fisheye rotate camera, where it was like a camcorder that you can turn the camera up and around all the way back to yourself and forward. So this is on my keyboard, which is a pull-out tray, pointed upwards at the monitor at an angle which is not okay for a game like this, when I could have just been using fucking Fraps or something. I had a torrent of it anyway, so I don't know why I didn't. And I decided to play Portal on it. So yeah, you hear the click-clacks, you hear, oh god.
Hello people on YouTube, I'm going to be playing a new game of Portal.
New game of Portal.
So,
Oh.
Portal.
Portal.
Gonna be showing portals all over.
Is that like nasty ass fingerprints on the screen too?
Portals.
Oh. You can hear my deep breathing. Do you hear this fucking ASMR? Oh. It's not even the full screen. You can see on the right side, you can't even see the controls and the, oh god.
What is that? Portals, turrets, falling stuff.
Falling stuff. And there's the Mac audio icon.
Again, welcome to the Aperture Science Computer Aided Enrichment Center. We hope your
My hand.
participation in the relaxation talk has been a pleasant one. Your specimen has been processed, and we are
Do you see that screen tear? You turn and it like completely shreds. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna skip forward. You can hear the click-clacks and the clicks and me picking up my mouse and putting it around because
Here we go. My clipboard.
Here we go. Oh! What is that fucking DSP snort? I don't want to hear that again. But oh no. Was I sick?
My clipboard.
Oh! Please never do that again, me. Oh god, I hate this. And this was just...
Okay. Then you'll wait for next part 2.
Wait for next part 2. See, the thing is, I also had a flat 10-minute base on my YouTube where I couldn't upload videos beyond 10 minutes long. So every single one of these videos was less. This is 822. So by the time I saw like 6 on the recording thing, I was like, oh no, it's time for me to try and fix this. Click, click, click.
Boom.
Boom.
Okay, so I'll just leave off at this part. See you next time on.
Oh my god. Oh, what an awful, awful wrap up to that. You know, I would love to play Portal again on the channel. I finished the first one many, many times. Never finished the second one, and genuinely, I love those games. That is a disgrace to that game, honestly. So here is me playing Infamous. Now, this is the same camera pointing at my television. However, I didn't know how to zoom at this point. You can see that the PS Move's PSI is below the actual game, just sitting there lit up. You can see the Samsung TV and the entire wall behind it. I didn't understand anything at this point. It was just I wanted to put something up because I was looking up to people who created content on YouTube. And here we go.
A new playthrough of Infamous. Press start button. Oh.
Right into it. Better than nothing. I respect it. There's the volume meter on the side.
Yeah, perhaps pressing the start button wasn't exactly the best idea.
Perhaps.
Before.
Me.
Now I regret.
Now I
I just
regret.
killed all these people. Oh god, bus. Ooh, that didn't feel good.
You
So
know
I'm
what?
not sure if I'll be good or evil.
Activation plus 6 minutes. Pulse is 45.
So,
Respiration 10. Looking good, Cole.
You guys decide what I'm gonna do. Good or evil? Put in the comments below. Good or evil? Which one should I choose?
See, that was me trying to interact with a fan base I didn't actually have. So not one comment came in and I was like, I guess I'll be evil then, because no one even wanted to pay attention to me. Oh, so that was later. Oh me. Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Here, I'm gonna skip forward. It's okay.
Nothing.
Exploded.
Run. The terrorists.
The terrorists. God, Kid Me is just like the goofiest.
I'm dead. I am so dead.
I'm dead. I mean, nothing's changed, let's be honest. My
died?
commentary isn't much better than this.
Aww.
Aww.
I had so much life though.
I had so much life,
so much
though.
left in me. I shouldn't have died. I should not. That's unfair. I declare that unfair.
Do I
In
end
fact,
it
I'll
here?
rejoice. I will ignore all of them.
While sliding into unconsciousness, somehow
I didn't even put subtitles on.
hear voices.
Come on. Okay, I'm gonna skip.
Lock down all access.
Let's go to like here.
Scary as hell at first.
That's a nice way to wake up. Shotgun in your hand.
No experts to consult. With time, I'm learning to control it.
This game was so fucking good.
Just hope it's not too late.
You know, someday we'll get this on PC, and that'll be
Infamous.
great. I think our RSPC is
Thank you
almost
for
there.
watching the part 1 of Infamous. I'm KG Games. Subscribe if you're not lame, and I would just like to say goodbye.
Now that was the opener that I was so fucking proud of. And this was a 5-minute and 50-second video, and I was like, you know what? This is a good ending point. This is how a playthrough should go. You can see me like shift the camera all the way to the side, and oh my god. Remember, I had to close the blinds because if I didn't, it would reflect off the TV and you couldn't see anything. So that's why you can see like a little bit of light on the side, but there's not really a lot. Oh. Well, thank you for watching KG Games. Subscribe if you're not lame. I genuinely think that's a pretty good catchphrase. Like, even to this day, I'm never going to use it because it's fucking awful and it's dead name. That's my old dead name I don't actually use anymore with the K. But I was so proud. I would use that inside friend groups because I was so hyped about it. What a goofster. What a good dude.
KG Games.
Okay, so back in the day, I played a lot of Crysis 2. Crysis 2 was the first ever mature game that I played. I remember being super excited about it. This is one of the last videos on the older channel that I had, of which I play just a random multiplayer game and do whatever. But I was trying to recreate some guy's videos that was like Charlie990 and a fuck ton of other numbers. Because I was trying to I looked up to him a lot for some reason because he made good gameplays, because he shot real good. I also used to look up to weird YouTubers that were like Call of Duty YouTubers. The guy back in the day that I remember I paid $50 to him to advertise my channel at one point, called Dylan360 PS3. Shitty dude, honestly. He exploited a kid for a bunch of money. That was just all on me. He bought me a game later. That was neat, but oof. I used to watch a guy named TR Dubs, which did like a bunch of Call of Duty Zombies videos. It was a lot of FPS stuff, weirdly enough. Like, that was the thing that sold me on a lot of different people's content. Like, that's how I discovered the creatures in the first place. I looked up Call of Duty Zombies and found all of that. So you can see clear inspirations in different places. Also, screen tearing, I like that. It's good.
I'm just going to be showing you guys my loadout as we wait. I use the Scarab with the reflex sight.
Good job. And all throughout the matchmaking,
enough. With
I just
frag
keep...
grenade, proximity alarm, which allows me to see people around me. Tracker, so I can see their footsteps. mobility
talking.
enhanced so I can jump and run easier.
I'm gonna turn him down, just for me.
Yeah, that's my most used one.
I hate that.
I often use my other ones. In fact, I think I'll rename it.
In fact, I think I'll rename it. Oh yeah, I remember this. So, I was so excited to rename this class. So I was trying to think of a really cool name. What would give like a really cool sense of name? I'll name it Kill. However, the PS3's typing system is awful, so I put K-I-L. This later became my like.
Oh yeah.
In my early videos on this channel, I don't remember if they're even here. It's in the Infamous playthrough somewhere. I used to always be like, I will K-I-L-U. And it's only because of this, because I remember making it here and I was so happy.
Time to kill. Hopefully we're gonna do Skyline.
Time to kill. Oh, you could hear the I hate that. You could hear the big sniffs. And then I sit in the lobby for a while and just do nothing. I remember the main thing I liked about this game was the fact you can go invisible. That was the biggest thing. And it was just like, oh my god, he's turned down the television in the middle of the match. Are you kidding me? Don't do that. That is just awful. Oh. And this is just me dying. I think my KD at the end of this, let's actually find out.
Yeah.
Here.
Final kill.
I got the final kill. I'm not even on there. Here, one sec. I got 9 kills. I can't show the actual name because that's a dead name. But I got 9 kills. Apparently, I actually did pretty well inside this. Apparently, I can play PS3 FPS games. Who would have fucking known? But this was one of the last videos I posted, and I was just like, I don't know. This is the prime. This is where I peaked. It only went downhill from here, I think.
So yeah, I'll see you guys, I guess, in the next video. If you watch my videos, I hope you do, because right now you're watching it. So, bye.
Was that me being cynical about the fact that no one was watching or commenting? Oh, what a shit kid. Holy shit. Oh, that's great. That is genuinely fantastic. But yeah, so I'm gonna make this a bit bigger. That was me when I was younger, and that was my earliest YouTube content. And I don't think that I've become particularly smarter or better since then, but I've definitely changed. And that's all I can say about that. And I do think that I'm having a lot more fun with what I'm creating versus what I did last year. But genuinely, I'm going to put this back on. And I just wanted to say to everybody that has been watching my stuff throughout this entire year, whenever you've come in, honestly, I genuinely appreciate it. I think that YouTube, without it, I would have been really lost. If I hadn't started up YouTube in the mid parts of 2017, going into 2018 and the issues that I had there, I wouldn't have been able to cope properly. And it's not like it's it's not a correlation or whatever. To the fact that, because everything led up to the breakdown in the first place and led up to the difficulties that I had. But beyond it, there's a blossom, and it's changed how things have been. So I just want to say, genuinely, thank you for being here. Anyone who watches my stuff and anyone who just kind of comes around and has a good time with it. I want to dedicate myself more to this, but I've become, I don't know, I've had a lot more difficulties with trying to spend my free time because it's been so difficult finding that free time. I was chasing a lot of like a fulfilling life before, and that was what I was just constantly going and just constantly trying to pursue. And now that I've kind of come past that, I'm still having these moments where I feel like I need to fill up my weeks. But going forward from right now, I think that I want to try to give my 110% toward... See, I don't want to put it all on the word creation, because naturally everything I've been doing is creation, Mental health advocacy was a creation. I did workshops and stuff like that. Videos are a creation. My writing is my creation. My recent drawing I've been trying out on Paint Tool Sai is creation. Everything is a different form of that. But I think I want to give form to those more often. I want to be able to give that more to a public setting. I don't quite know how that is going to be. Like, it's this malleable, non-existent mass in my hands. It's this hunk of meat that I call reliability, that I don't understand myself. But I'm trying to find it right now, I think. And I want to try to find out what my most fulfilling form of creation is, and how do I blend these all together into being what I want to be me. And I think I'm going to look back at this next year, and I'm going to try to see how things have adjusted and how things are going to end up being. I think this is a really nice way to kind of recap the year and recap how things have been. So we'll definitely come back next year. May 13th will be our next anniversary. But for right now, I'm going to try to find my creation mass and try to find out what that actually means to me. This is going to be an episode for now, though. And this is going to be the end of the celebration for the whole 8-year anniversary thing. I know I haven't really done like a big thing for it. I'm better in a live setting like this and just talking than I am at writing things ahead of time, unless it's more analytical. And I think it's more genuine that way, almost. You get my unadulterated thoughts here as to how things have been. But thank you, from the bottom of my heart, for watching my stuff, for supporting me, for being around, for chilling with me. Yeah, that's a clean bookend to all this. Thank you for chilling with me. And I'm gonna find my form, as we all need to, because that's identity, weirdly enough. Thank you for watching. Take it easy. I'll see you guys next time, whenever we do another video, whenever that happens. Take it easy, everybody.